The first spin is always going to be for the class, and then the second spin is going to be for the colour. So let's see, for the first race, the class is all around the top, the colour is in the middle. This video is supported by my wonderful channel members here on YouTube. Click the join button below the video to directly support the channel and find out all the perks you can get by doing so, including early car testing info and having your name listed at the end of each video. Supers to start us off. Okay, supers immediately. And what colour supercar do you need? Pink. Pink supercar. So, if you have a pink supercar, you can use it in this race. If you don't, you have to choose a stock Bullet, because that's the slowest supercar. And we're going to cross those off. They're not allowed to come up again. Do I have a pink supercar? I don't even know. Is my Infernus pink? I have a pink Infernus on some platform, but I don't know whether it's on PS5. Entity MT. Oh, HSW! HSW! Even though it's trash to drive, it's got HSW. I could have gone with the Furia. The Infernus was purple in the end. But hey, I'll take HSW. I mean, HSW MT is going to be alright. I could have gone with, would that count as pink? I don't know. That would be a dodgy one. Okay, I'm in a good place. Oh, I could have gone with a Voltic as well. It's not rigged. It's not rigged. I have a good collection of colours for my cars. Like, you know, that's just how it is. Look at all these pink bullets. Oh my god, nobody's got a pink supercar. I had loads to choose from. No way, there's so many. Alright, pink cars, pink bullets to the back, pink custom cars to the front. Okay, there's going to be some decisions that the chat are going to have to make on some of these, I think. Because there's one car in particular I'm looking at that I'm not saying is pink. There's two now. There's one that already passed us that I don't think counts as pink. So, that's definitely not pink. So that needs to go get a pink bullet at the back. This looks very blue to me. So, I don't think this works for pink. That's definitely blue. You can't come in with your little pink highlights and pink pearlescent and expect to get past with that. You're to the back. What about this? Are we letting this get through as pink? Chat decide. Is this pink or is this purple or is it red or burgundy or is this allowed to be pink or what? I don't think that's pink either. I think that's to the back. To the back. To the back. That was the pinkest car I have. Well, it was worth trying. It was worth trying. This is the beauty of this. Sometimes you can risk it, but you never know what the chat are going to say. So we're going to have a sticky bomb to start both races. There are a lot of people who didn't have a pink supercar. And there's not many. There's only 6 of us in the race with custom pink supercars. Wow, okay. Alright, so there's only 6 of us at the front. I'm the only one who's in an HSW car, I think. But it's the Entity MT, which isn't much to write home about when it comes to HSW cars. But, I mean, we've got straight past those. It's going to be between the XA21, the Wagner, and this Entity. In fact, the Wagner and the XA21, were they quicker than the MT HSW for lap time? There's not an awful lot of straight sections for the top speed, the HSW top speed for the Entity to do much here. And I've got the advanced flags to worry about. Okay, bide my time a little bit. We are doing shorter races for this playlist so we can get more colours and more cars. If this was the full Olympic GP, I'd be a lot more confident, but with it being the short version, there's not an awful lot of top speed. The Wagner might take this. Don't think I'm going to be catching it. There's the top speed. That's the only place where the Entity MT's top speed helps. Alright, now I've got 6 laps to chase down this Wagner. I can't remember the lap time that the HSW MT got. I feel like it wasn't even that impressive. Was it quicker than the Wagner at all? Lap time wise? Because the Wagner's bloody quick, you know. We are going to have to lap some bullets though, I think. There was so many bullets not to end up lapping them. This is the first time I've ever used the Entity MT in a race. Already this playlist has brought up some surprises. Oh look, there's the bullets on the left. We're going to catch up to them so quickly. It's a second a lap slower on cutting Coroner's GP. That's what I thought. The Entity MT, even in its HSW form, isn't even quicker than the Wagner. 59.1 versus a 1 minute 0.9. So it's almost 2 seconds slower. Yeah, I needed a track with more top speed areas. But yeah, this is the beauty of this playlist. That some of the most competitive racing is going to be in the slowest car. Because, you know, there's like 20 people in the bullets, all in exactly the same cars. It's gonna get quite competitive for those guys. Whereas those who have the colours are kind of just gonna settle into whatever the pace of their car is relative to everybody else. Bloody hell. Okay, getting through the track. Oh, that was a great re-entry as well. Oh. God, this was a slow lap getting through all this bullet traffic. Holy cow. The thing, the Entity MT actually isn't that good traction wise. It's only the top speed that really gives it a lap time anyway, because with all the advanced flags and it's based on the XXR, it's just not a very good car as a base car. The HSW upgrade gives it a bit of top speed, but even that's not spectacular, so I was very happy with my pick, but it's nowhere near on the level of a Wagner. Yeah, it's just like an XXR with top speed, it is pretty much. Around the outside there, that was quite nice. The top speed helped me there for the Entity. Alright, last lap. So it turns out my happiness at having a pink supercar, it wasn't the fastest pink supercar in the field. I got excited by the HSW of it all, but still, even with an HSW upgrade, the Entity MT is just a slow-ass car. I'll take a second though, I mean second for life and all that. And hey, at least I wasn't in a pink bullet. To be fair, I have every single supercar in the game, and I tried to have a wide variety of colours for all my cars, so this was my best chance at having the car. I think it's going to get more difficult from here on out. Alright, class first for race 2. Sports. Okay, we're going on the right order of things. White sports car. Alright, and white and sports are not allowed to come up anymore. That's it. We're done. So white sports car for race 2. And if you don't have a white sports car, you're going to be in a stock blister compact. All right. So I'm going to select the white neon because I know I've got that. Sterling GT. The Sterling GT! HSW Sterling GT! Yes! 2 HSW cars in a row! Yes! Oh, yes! Beautiful! Freaking beautiful! Oh, man. I'm so happy with the fact that I take both different colours for all my cars. So, 4 blister compacts. White sports cars were evidently somewhat popular. To be fair, sports was going to have the most people with a car to use, to be fair, because it's just the biggest class, isn't it? Biggest chance of actually having a car, because there's just so many of them. And white was a fairly decent colour to start with as well, I think. This HSW is going to do me well on this back straight, though. Well, for most of this track, actually. I figured starting at the back was only reasonable, after I did so well in the supercars race. The speed is so good. Flying past them all. Alright. That was a lot of lag, that one. Neon's doing good out of the corners with the acceleration. But I'm liking the top speed of this Sterling GT for this race. Straight past. I'm glad I started at the back, actually. This is fun. Was a bold move, didn't pay off. Oh, am I about to overtake a non-HSW upgraded Sterling? I don't know, that feels quite quick for a non-HSW Sterling. Maybe it's just not got full upgrades or something, because it's definitely not as quick as mine. It doesn't seem it anyway. Maybe it is. Maybe it is the same. Just not hitting the right lines, I think. Just carry the speed. Yep, slowing down way too much there. That's why I was confused by the speed. Just not carrying as much speed as I was expecting. That's the difference being made there. Alright, we got through that. Can we go even further? What's up in front? I saw a Pariah. Oh, here comes the stock blister. Oh my god, the speed difference. The speed difference is insane. Wow. That speed difference is humongous. So there was a Pariah starting quite far up the front. The Sterling GT HSW is quicker than the Pariah top speed wise, and this track does have a lot of top speed sections. But whether I'll have enough time after having worked my way through the field to now go catch that Pariah, I don't know. But we'll see if I can get any more spots. Oh, that penumbra. Oh, bloody hell, that was a lot of lag. Is that the Paragon? GT driver in the Paragon? He must be in third, right? Yeah, he is. Okay. Coming past the victor of the previous race. Can I see the top two? If the top two are there at the hairpin, I I went wide, way wide there. Then there might still be a chance to win this race. Oh, there's only 3 laps though. I could have done without that bad corner. I was too busy looking at the other side of the track. They're done without that as well. Okay, I don't think I'm going to catch up to the 2 leaders now. I think that's gone. Because of that one mistake at the hairpin, that's basically been an entirely wasted lap. That's how like, the difference small mistakes can make. Because I'm in no better position than I was before. No closer to the top 2 than I was on the last lap because I messed up this ape. Oh, rain for the final 2 laps. Is it going to get wet on the track quick enough? I think there's definitely not enough time left for me to... Yeah, 8 seconds, I'm not going to catch that up. If anything, the rain will suit the pariahs up front, because they have better grip than the Sterling does. I think the gap to the top 2 has stayed pretty consistent, but obviously because I started at the back, it's taken me a while to work my way up to this point. But do you know what? We're racing for fun tonight. That was enjoyable coming back through the pack in the HSW Sterling. Close finish between the top 2. I'll take a 3rd from the back of the custom cars pack. That was fun. Damn, I got lucky with 2 HSW cars in the first 2 races. Coupes! Okay, this could be interesting depending on the colour that we get. Yellow coupes. Okay. Yellow coupe. Do I have a yellow coupe? Oh, it just showed me immediately. Yellow Conde Senti Cabrio. Will I get away with that though? Well, I don't have any other option. So technically in-game, this is due yellow, but is it yellow enough? There is a poll in the chat. You guys decide, vote on the poll. Does this count as yellow? We got another one, so if I'm out, AG Axel's out. We've got the same colour car. Is this yellow or is it not yellow? Vote on the poll. I mean, the chat seems to think that this is yellow, so I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, Ajaxo, me and you are okay now. Yellow coupes. Dana, I think the chat said that you're at the back. And I don't think Subaru. I don't think you're getting away with it either. EV to the back as well. The chat has decided it's too gold to be yellow, and the postlude was too black to be yellow. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars with a custom yellow coupe. Everybody else is in a stock postlude. Long track though, so we're not going to get any lapping with this one, I don't think. I wonder if, do we have any HSW? I don't think we've got any HSWs. I think that Sentinel was the closest. That was probably... Oh no, it was a regular Sentinel, wasn't it? Because it had the top down, so that Previon is going to run away with this, I imagine. Me and my Cognoscenti, as long as GT Driver does a bit more of that, I'll keep that position. I'm not able to compete with an Exemplar or a Zion. Well, assuming all else is equal. There is a car behind. Was that a postlude as well? Yeah, that's a custom postlude. So that custom postlude is pretty much guaranteed to finish last of the custom vehicles, but that's still going to be good enough for 7th place overall, because it'll be quicker than all the stock postludes. This is so much fun. This is just, you get such a wide variety. And I love the interplay of like having the chat decide as well. whether the car is allowed to exist in the race or not. This is just great fun. Small gesture for the months of entertainment. Thank you very much. Oh! Let's go on into the tree. There's fourth. I'm not going to do anything about the top three now, though. But yeah, I think this is where I've gotten the luckiest, to be honest, in terms of this is the closest car I have to not have made it in. Dew yellow definitely blurs the line between like a yellow and a very light green. So I think it's fair that you all voted that it should be allowed. I think it is just on that line, the yellow side of the line, but it's the closest I've had so far. There will come a point where I'm not going to be able to race in a custom car, but I am happy that I've had many different colours for my custom cars. There it is, that Zion chasing me down. You can see the top four in the postludes on the left on the map. It's literally a chicane and then one more corner. That's all I need to navigate and defend to keep this fourth. But the Zion just has so much grip. Used to be a top tier car. For compacts, for coupes. This is going to be difficult coming out of the hairpin. I'm not going to have the grip for the traction and the acceleration. I'm going to have to dump it in on the inside, block it off, and then hope I can still drive to the line. Just. Tuners, okay. This is an interesting one. Orange tuner. So no orange, but tuners can come up again. I will say though, orange and purple are on there twice because orange and purple are my colours. My channel colours. You can see it. It's on the screen. Orange there and purple there. So since I was trying to think of all the colours to put on, orange and purple are on there twice. But yeah, orange tuner for the next race. Tuners isn't enabled on the track. Tuners isn't even enabled on the track. Oh, bollocks. It'll make it easier to just spin again. We'll do tuners for the next race. So it's still orange, but supers. We've done supers. So we'll stick with orange. Open wheel. You know what? This is going to be so much carnage. I'm just going to leave the chat on all the time because this race is going to be an absolute nightmare. I'm scared already. I'm expecting wings to... Oh, God. Oh, God. I mean, I called it, I suppose. I did call it. Wow, that was special. Okay, I mean, that's entirely my bad. I didn't expect no braking, like the braking to be that early, but that is my bad. So yeah, with only 2 people in the custom vehicle, like they're gonna have their little race on their own. But the rest of us, it's gonna be a fairly sort of, you know, competitive race because everybody's in the same car. This is like the duality of this type of playlist, you do also get sort of some... I was going to say you do also get some like close racing as well as the sort of the randomness of the coloured cars, but maybe I spoke too soon. Alright, we've still got 5 laps of this to go. Jesus, I haven't made it round this corner cleanly. Like, still got just over half the race still to go. Let's try and make up some places. Now that people aren't crashing in this tunnel. Quite far back from more than 2 places though, to be fair. Oh, I've been lapped. Bye-bye. Custom BR8 versus stock R88. Not a contest, even if I was in a stock R88. Got a place there though. This is just full throttle on most corners though, which is why open wheel racing is kind of dumb on this game. Alright, there's 16th. I just need people to crash at this point. I'm not going to gain much in terms of places. It's a nightmare, the R88 on like little bumps and curbs, and it really wants to lift up off the ground. Wow! Wow! No way! Holy cow! Just as I can't believe I've got no words for what just happened. I've got no words. This friggin' car! Well, 20th. That did not go so well. So that's actually the second time I've done that. Because this is what happened during me testing the R88 originally. So, not the first time I've barrel rolled an R88. This is a video, and I've dodged the fact that I dodged the tires there as well. That's a video from the second channel. All right, so we know that it's going to be tuners, assuming we can use it. What are we going to have for the color for the next race? Red tuner. That might have saved me actually. I think I have. Do I have a red tuner? I definitely don't have an orange. Cross that off too. Right, red. The Dominator ASP. Yeah, that's all I've got. It did save me actually. I don't have an orange. I could have taken this, but it's yellow really. So I'm gonna have to go with the Dominator ASP, which isn't too bad, I suppose. It's not too far away from the front. Wasn't sure how this one was going to go, to be honest. Oh, that Warrener did not have a good launch. That Warrener's going to be in trouble for the race. I don't think they're going to get anything from this. I was curious how this was going to go, because red is a fairly common colour, but tuners doesn't have many cars in the class. So, you know, it could have gone both ways, but yeah, there's a lot of red tuners out there. And the Dominator ASP is not one of the quicker tuners. I mean, I'm beating the Warrener, but if you're gonna wait, don't wait in the middle of the track. I mean, the Dominator's not too bad. I feel like I should be able to make some moves. It's not, you know, it's going to be quicker than that ZR350, and it's not on Vector or Sultan RS Classic pace, but It's not bad. We've actually got a multi-class race going on right now. A true multi-class race. Because I'm in a muscle car. Most of the cars are sports cars, obviously, but yeah, they're actual full proper classes. Muscle, sports, sedans for the Warrener. Tuners is just a class used for races. Dominator ASP was one of the fastest muscle cars for a short amount of time. But it's not on the top pace for tuners. But it's not too far off. Close enough to at least, you know, be able to try something. I see the discussion in the chat about the leader not being in a red car. It definitely was red. I mean, it's very dark red, but it definitely was when I went past it on the grid. I'm in a fight over a top 5. It's one gone. It's a Sultan RS Classic, the fastest of the tuners. The Comet S2, definitely not the fastest of the tuners. Probably about my sort of pace, actually. And then whatever this is. Is that the Remus? You don't see many Remuses these days. They're about the same pace, actually, as the Dominator, I think. It's nice. Alright, just the Comet. Then we're into a top 5. I'm in that, like, part of the race with all the cars that were added to the tuners class that you just don't see because they're not very quick. So, like, they're mid-pack. They're not known for being the slowest cars, but they're also in the middle of the tuners, so they're not used very often. Got the postludes over there. The Comet's got a decent top speed though. I think I'll be better in the corners than the Comet. Yeah, very much so. Coming up on the stock postludes. Wait, I'm 5th. Someone must have got caught up with some of the back markers. Oh man, we're even lapping the Warrener. Ouch. Dominator ASP in front of me now as well. Is that for position? Yeah, okay. We're in a fight for a podium. Hey, this Dominator hasn't done too badly. I mean, I'm up against other cars of similar pace, I suppose, but it's a great run. 3 wide. This has been some great racing. This has been so much fun. Carried the speed better. Got the grip around the outside. Podium. 2 laps to go. I'm catching up to the dark red car that was the leader. Is that a Previa? The Dominator ASP and the Previan were right on very similar pace, I seem to remember. But I have been catching a lot. Well, it's still 2 seconds, I suppose. Kawanashi's gone. I don't know what Kawanashi was in. Too wide. This has been a really good race. This has been one of the better races, actually. Because the pace of the cars has been quite close. A lot of people have had something, but there's been a good variety there. You got the Comet with the higher top speed, but the less grip, and we've had some good overtaking going on. I'm definitely quicker. I think if I had like another 20 laps, I think I'd be able to catch for second place. But I wouldn't be catching first. Gonna run out of time though. This Dominator ASP's done me well. I've been calling that the Comet S2 all the way. Could very well be a growler, as you're now pointing out in the chat. I mean, I can't tell the difference, honestly, a lot of the time between the two of them, so could very well be a growler. But I thought it was a Comet, so that's what I went with. And I've caught up big time. I wouldn't need 20 laps, just another 2 or 3. Or maybe just half a lap. Oh! I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed. That was a nailed on second. Damn. It happens. Dominator ASP actually won the race in the end. McGregor was the fastest in the fastest tuner, but couldn't put the race together, I guess. Too many incidents. Sports Classics. Okay, and the colour? Orange. Orange again. Does that count as orange? I don't know whether that'll get a pass. I don't really have anything. I don't have many orange cars, surprisingly, considering it's my favourite colour. I think that's the only option I've got, and I'm going to have to see if it'll pass. That's not orange enough to count. These are yellow. I'm going to have to go with the Ardent. Let's do the poll. Let's do a poll on the chat. Because it seems quite split, so we're going to have to do it by the numbers. Is Bruffy's car orange? The poll, vote on the poll at the top of the chat. We're going to have to just go based on the numbers, because some of you are saying it is, some of you are saying it isn't. So we're going to have to just go based on the numbers. Vote on that. Is this orange? Or not? Truthfully, I don't even know how I would answer, actually. 64% said yes, it's orange. Alright, so I get to use it. The chat decided. That's a bright orange, but I think that counts. Some of these are very yellow. Orange. Okay, we're going with a pass on that one. Saucer Cats Monroe. Yellow or orange? Oh, that's pretty, yeah, he knows, he's seen the chat, he doesn't even need me to say it. Pink Sheep, yellow or orange? Yeah, that's also very comprehensive yellow. Pink sheep's at the back as well. Sunny's Rapid GT, yellow or orange? Yellow again. Okay, the chat has spoken. We got a few more orange tornadoes. This is one of the most fun aspects of the whole thing. Having you guys decide whether something counts or not, and then it's like, you know, oh yeah, it's yellow, and they just tootle off to the back. It's hilarious. We've got all the shades of orange. I think that mine is like one of the darkest oranges, and then GT Driver and RBS is one of the lightest oranges. It's like, you know, the different shades of cars. FYI, the difference between an HSW Turismo and fully upgraded Tornado is 25 seconds a lap. Okay, this is... If anyone's got an... If that Turismo, orange Turismo is HSW, which it looks like it is, because he's overtaking people on the off-road section, and he's flew. He's going to be doing some lapping of those tornadoes, no doubt about it. Oops. I better respawn. And then now I'm behind the the tornadoes. God, that was scary. Alright, where can I end up? I mean, RBS... You giving me the finger. I should give you the finger for taking me out in that last race. It was callous. He's still better off in his custom Manana than he would be in the the Tornado. So, like, you might as well, even if you've got a slow vehicle that matches the color, you're still better off taking it than taking the custom slow version of the vehicle that we're using, which is why we default to everyone who doesn't have the color has to take the slowest vehicle in the class. I think we need to pay a little bit more attention in the next few races to people taking stock vehicles from the menu that aren't, they don't have the custom vehicle and they're taking the stock version, because I've seen it a few times now, I think, in the last few races. So remind me to pay attention to that. I think that Cheetah was stock. I think the Sterling GT I saw earlier was stock. And basically they're just getting an advantage on the Tornadoes. They should be in Tornadoes, really. Right, there's fifth. Should be able to overtake the Torero, but beyond that, I don't think I'm going to get much further up the order after that early crash. And the Ardent's pretty good. It's a top tier sports classic. Well, it isn't because HSW's turned on, but that early mistake, I think third was the maximum I could have got if I hadn't made that early mistake, so fourth isn't too bad. Might start getting some repeats now. Never mind. SUVs. Grey. Okay, that is just on grey. So, grey SUVs. Okay, I'm a little worried that my first 4 cars, none of them are grey. Black. Okay, I've got the Cavalcade. I'll select it as a backup. Please tell me I've got something quicker than a Cavalcade. Okay, maybe I have some SUVs in different colours then. Oh god, okay, I'm in a Cavalcade. Nothing else seems even remotely grey. I've got mostly blacks. I was thinking of like blacks and whites and bland colours. Cavalcade it is. Fig Jam, there's no way. There's no way, Fig Jam. There's no way you're getting away with that. There are quite a few Patriot stretches, but I'm not exactly going to be doing much with this Cavalcade. That Astron just flew by. Cavalcade had the run on the Gresley. I think the Cavalcade is quicker than the Gresley, actually. Hey, you can see my sound system in the back, that's true. Oh, put on the tunes. It's pretty close between the Gresley and the Cavalcade, from what I can remember. So it could be an interesting battle. Cavalcade versus Gresley. Caval Grey versus the Gresley. Trying to remember this track. I think GT Driver knows this track and is driving better than me, but the Cavalcade is slightly quicker than the Gresley. I think that's the balance that we're seeing in this race so far. Oh. Can't. I'm struggling in this this Cavalcade. Gresley 119.0, Cavalcade 119.9. Okay, so it is actually, the Gresley actually is slightly quicker. Jesus. Freaking Astron Customs just gone. Okay, I feel a little less bad about myself now then. I think I'm last of the custom cars, but like that's the beauty. Like the Cavalcade has saved me from being in a battle with a load of Patriot stretchers and maybe losing even more positions, like the open wheel race where I had a terrible time. So it's always better to have a custom vehicle, even if it's not very good. Did the best I could, I suppose. We got some tunes for the sound system. Damn, motorcycles. Ah, okay. Purple motorcycle. I'm pretty sure I don't have a purple motorcycle. Why even put motorcycles on the wheel? Because it actually made a perfect 14. I'd gotten to the point of putting all the regular classes on, and then there was 2 left, and I did utility and motorcycles, and then there was 1 for each section of the wheel. It was perfect, but I had to include motorcycles and utility. And it's come up for us because of course. Yeah, I'm not expecting there to be, yeah, no purple motorcycles. I don't have very many motorcycles in the first place. 2 purple bikes. Alright, away we go. The final race. And of course it's motorcycles. So we had 14 options on the wheel. Things that haven't come up during this playlist was muscle, brown, chrome, utility. But I think we'll be doing this again. We will continually do this. Just like teardrop playlists and stuff like that. It's definitely going to work its way into what we do regularly, I think. This has been a lot of fun. And of course we're capping it off at the end with a Faggio race. This super rare vehicle that you can't buy anymore on the GTA websites. Yeah, this has just been so much fun. It's almost not mattered about the actual results in the end, and you know, the playlist ordering at the end, it just doesn't matter. It's all just about having some good races in some different cars, kind of like when we did the random selection. The results really don't matter, it's just to get some good racing in some cars that you don't see very often, and the added element of the colours, the wheel that we've had to spin, the chat deciding whether it's allowable or not, like, it's been so much fun, this, and we will continue it. The 14 classes works really well for the spin wheel. Maybe I can think up of 2 different colours to use instead of duplicating orange and purple. Eventually, like maybe we could do it as a special event or something. I would like to do a big playlist where it's 14 races and we absolutely go through every single option. Obviously we've done 8 tonight. But it would be nice to go through every single one without, you know, no repeats or anything, so we're guaranteed to get every class and every colour. But that would require a bit of a longer stream, I think. Just because it does take quite a while to organise people and get people into the right cars. I don't think I'm making up many more places than this. Got some good speed on the wheelie there. That's what it's all about with motorcycles. That's why I hate them so much. It's all just about wheeling as much as possible. The Hakucho Drag, it's been the only good motorcycle in the game because you can just lean forward, you don't need to wheelie with it. We're going to get lapped soon, I'm sure. We must do. So we've done 2 races in classes that I would never do. Motorcycles and open wheel tonight, thanks to the randomizer spin wheel. Just bike racing, man. Don't like it. Hey, there it goes. There's the Hakucho. Easy win for Raz. Easy second place for Subaru as well. That's the beauty about this, like, you can just have a random car that or random bike or whatever, something that you've never used for years. And it just happens to be useful in this playlist because it has the right colour combination for the class. It just brings out cars that you know, it's just great. There's so many positives to doing this playlist mode. I've really enjoyed it. Oh yeah, we didn't have blue either. Wow. And I think it's kind of fun to have some of the bogey choices on there as well, like open wheelers and motorcycles. And also for the colours, having brown and chrome. Like, I think it's good to have those as well. Yeah, you gotta have some fun picks. Full on battle here. Over these last few places. Oh, I lost speed on there. Damn. 10 too much. Started in pink supercars, ended in purple Faggios. Perfect playlist, really. Don't think I'm going to get a top 10. You can get some mad speed on the back straight, but not enough. This was fun. We will do more.